Hello, sixth grade history students. I wanted to make a quick instructional video for you to remind you of the instructions for this project we'll be doing this week, our final week of the second 9 weeks, right before our winter break. This is like a review of the whole first semester, so we're going to be talking about the major areas we've studied, and we're going to be taking people, places, and events and putting them under the main time periods that we've studied. That's right. So this is going to be in Google Classroom, folks. You're going to see this 19th century visual timeline. This is a word bank. So you've got people, you've got places, events, amendments, and some other key vocabulary that you're going to be placing in the appropriate time period. Here are the instructions, but basically let me hop over to my Elmo and show you what we're going to be doing. You're going to need 5 pieces of paper. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, okay? And at the top of each paper is going to be the time period. So we've broken it down to 5 major time periods. So the first thing we studied was Reconstruction, and then you have the dates. We said it started right after the Civil War and it ended in 1877. That's right. And the next one's going to be Westward Expansion, 1865 to 1904. The third paper, Immigration and Captains of Industry. Yep, and that's from 1877 over to 1890. So these you're going to write down, and we're going to go over that in class. Then the Progressive Movement, where they tried to make improvements, 1890 to 1920. And then lastly, this is what we just studied, the Age of Imperialism, so the Spanish-American War, and that's also, well, that goes 1898 to 1920. Right. So let's go back to our word bank here real quick, Mr. Wagner, and let's do one as an example. Okay, back up to our word bank. Jacob Reese, will he go in? And he was real big with tenement housing and trying to improve conditions. So as soon as you hear improved conditions, you're thinking of what time period? Not Reconstruction, not Westward Expansion, not really immigration, although I guess he could go there. But more, he wants to improve, so we're going to go with Progressive. So Jacob Reese, we'll just write his name in here. And then Mr. Wagner, draw us a quick face there. And when you're making the face, we want to leave room for a speech bubble, so I'm just going to put right here. And what was he really interested in improving? He wanted to fix the tenement house. Yeah, so I'm going to put down fix housing. And you can see my bubble could be a little bit bigger, but you've got Jacob Reese, he's in the right time period. It's just a quick little blurb on what he's famous for. Excellent. Now another one I remember that was in our word bank was, let's see, the Battle of the Little Bighorn. So where do we think that would go? It wouldn't go in Reconstruction. Well, that's going to be fighting the Sioux, so that'd be Westward Expansion. That'd be in our Westward Expansion. So the Battle of the Little Bighorn, do we remember when it happened? Off the top of our head, 1870 something. 1876. So you can see how it falls in these dates. Now, you want to put it kind of in the middle right here. That's perfect. And you'd write in Battle of Little Bighorn. And what's the most important thing of that battle? Who won the battle? The Sioux won the battle and defeated Custer, right? Yeah. Mm-hmm. So you could say big victory, or the Sioux won the battle, and that's pretty much all you'd have to write for that. Yeah, so I would go ahead and let's go, I think it was 1876. 1876. Yeah, 1876. And you can find that info back in your notebooks if you've been taking notes. And you write Little Bighorn. And remember to make sure that when you're writing in battle of the, and then little, make sure you got that capitalized, and then Bighorn. And that was a big battle. I might even put like a spear here, and maybe bow and arrow, just to show it's the weapons. And then this was a great victory for the Sioux. And I put Sioux victory, and that's pretty much it for the event. Yeah. Now let's think about another one here, the Chinese Exclusion Act. It doesn't go in Reconstruction. It doesn't go in Westward Expansion. It would go in immigration, don't you think? And it was in let's put it over there, let's draw our line up. It was in 1880, what was it, 2? think.
1882. So we're going to kind of go over this way, and I'm going to put 1882 and Chinese Exclusion Act.
And we want a quick description of what that did. We could just write it banned new immigrants from China. So hopefully this gives you an idea of what we're looking for on this project. This will be graded. It will go on the third 9 weeks grading period, so not the one we're currently in. But
And this is a great review because we're covering the vocabulary. They want to do one amendment real quick.
Yeah, let's do one amendment. And guys, remember, we're doing this as a timeline, so let's try to remember where all these happened. Let's just take an easy one like the 13th.
Yeah, that was right in 1865.
Right in 1865.
And that abolished slavery.
So we'll just come right up from 1865 and we'll write 13th Amendment. And that abolished slavery. You might want to draw a broken chain there. Why don't you do that for us, Mr. Wagner, right above it. Perfect. Okay. So that's it, folks. We're going to go over this with you in class, but just in case, we wanted to make sure you had what you needed.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We'll plug in, Chief, and come over and join them.